What? So today, Hare Krishna. So today we'll be going through the Sri Brahma Samhita. I presume we have learned up to verse 12. So we'll be reciting all the verses up to 12 and then we'll be learning verse 13. So start with the first one. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Yes?
Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam.
Ishvara, oh sorry, you go ahead, Mataji.
Naniben, go and I'll do it after you.
Okay. Ishvara Paramam Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadira Adira Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam.
Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam.
Ishvara Parama Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam.
Makshi Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Yes, I would love to, Mataji. Thank you. Translation: Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is a supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes.
Thank you. We move to the second verse. Sahasra Patra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Tadhama Tadanantamsha Sambhavam Sahasra Patra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Tadhama Tadadantamsha Sambhavam. Yes?
Sahasapatra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpatam Padam Tatkarnikaram Tadhama Tad Anantam Sasambhavam.
Sahasra Patra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Tadama Tadanantam Sambhavam.
Sahasra Patra Kamalam Gokulakyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Tadadama Tad Anantam Sambhavam.
Sahasrapadra Kamalam Gokulankyam Mahatpadam Tatkarnikaram Taddhama Tad Anantapsa Sampadam.
Sahasrapatram kamalam gokulakalyam padam tat karanikaram tadtama tad anantashva sambhavam.
सहस्रपात्रकमलं गोकुलाख्यं महत्पदं कारणीकारं तद्धाम तत् अनन्तं संभवम्.
Riyansh, would you like to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Translation. The spiritual place of transcendental pastimes of Krishna is quoted in the second verse. The super excellent station of Krishna, which is known as Gokula, has thousands of petals and a corolla like that of a lotus sprouted from a part of his infinitary aspect. The whole of the leaves being the actual abode of Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Text 3. Karnikaram mahadyantram shatkonam vajrakilakam sadanga shatparisthanam prakritya purushena cha premananda mahananda rasena vastitham hiyat ज्योतिरूपेण मानोना कामबीजेन सङ्गतम् कर्णिकारं महद्यन्त्रं षट्कोणं वज्रकीलकं षदङ्गशत्पदिस्थानं प्रकृत्या पुरुषेण च प्रेमानन्दमहानन्द रसेनावस्थितं हि यत् ज्योतिरूपेण मानोना कामबीजेन सङ्गतम्.
Karnikaram mahatyantram satkonam vajrakilakam sadanga satpadisthanam prakriya purusena cha premananda mahananda rasena vastitam hiyat jyotirupena manuna kama bijena sangatam.
कर्णिकारं महद्यन्त्रं शतकोणं वज्रकीलकं शताङ्गशतपादिस्थानं प्रकृत्य पुरुषेण च प्रेमानन्दमहानन्द रसेनावस्थितं हि यत् ज्योतिरूपेण मनुना कामबीजेन सङ्गतम्.
Karnikaram Haryantram Satkonam Vajrakilakam Sadanga Satpadisthanam Pakratya Purushena Cha Premananda Mahananda Rasena Vastitam Hiyat Jyotirupena Manuna Kama Bijena Sangatam.
कर्णीकारं महादयानत्रं सत्कोणं व्रजकिलाकं सदङ्गा सतपादी सत्तनं प्रकृत्या पुरुषेण च परमानन्दे महानन्दे रेशनवास्ति तम ईयत ज्योतिरूपेण मनोना काम बीजेन संगतम. Difficult.
That's good.
Thank you, Mataji.
Puja Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Sorry, whom did you say? Sorry.
Would you like to read the
Yeah,
translation?
okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Hare Krishna. The whole of the transcendental lotus is the realm wherein dwells Krishna. It is a hexagonal figure, the abode of the indwelling predominated and predominating aspect of the absolute. Like a diamond, the central supporting figure of self-luminous Krishna stands as the transcendental source of all potencies. The holy name, consisting of 18 transcendental letters, is manifested in a hexagonal figure with six-fold divisions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Expo. Tat kinjalkam tad amshanam tat patrani shriyamapi tat kinjalkam tad amshanam tat patrani shriyamapi. Yes?
Tat kinjalkam tat amshanam tat patrani shriyam api.
Tatkinjalakam tada amshanam tatapatrani shriyam api.
Sorry. Tat krinjalam kam tad amsanam tat patrani shriyam api.
Tatpatrani shriyamapi.
tat kin chal kam tat sanam tat patrani shriyam api.
Kamakshi Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Okay, thank you, Mataji. The translation. The oral of that eternal realm, Gokul, is the hexagonal abode of Krishna. Its petals are the abodes of gopis who are part and parcel of Krishna, to whom they are most lovingly devoted and are similar in essence. The petals shine beautifully like so many walls. The extended leaves of that lotus are the garden-like dham, that is spiritual abode of Sri Radhika, the most beloved of Krishna.
Thank you. Text 5. Quite long one. So we do it in two parts. Chaturasram tatparitaha Shvetadvipakyam adbhutam Chaturasram chaturmurtesh Chaturdhama chatushkritam Chaturbhi purusharthaischa Chaturbhirhetuvirvritam Shulayrdashabhiranadham Urdhwadhodikvidikshvapi Chaturasram tatpari.
Tatparitaha. Oh God, Mataji.
Oh no, please go on.
Chatur asram tatparitaha svetadvipakyam adbhutam. Chatur asram chatur murtes chatur dhama chatur kritam. Chaturbhi purusartascha chaturbhir hetubhir vritam. Sulair dasa bhir anadham udva udvadhodim vidiksve api. Haribol.
Chatu ashram tatparitaha Shvetadipakyam adbhutam Chatu ashram chatu murtesh Chatu dhamma chatuskritam Chatu vipurushatesha Chatu vihetuviritam Shule dasavi anadhan Udavadodik vidikshvapi.
Carry on, Riyansh.
Chaturasram tat परितः श्वेतद्वीपाख्यमद्भुतं चतुरस्रं चतुर्मूर्ते चतुर्धाम चतुष्कृतं कृतं चतुर्भिः पुरुषार्थैश्च चतुर्भिर्हेतुभिर्वृतं शूलदर्शभिर्नादम् ऊर्ध्वरो दिग्विदिक्षु अपि
चतुराश्रम तत परितः श्वेताद्वीपाखयम् अद्भुतं चतुरश्रम चतुर्मूर्तेश् चतुर्धाम चतुष्कृतं चतुर्भिः पुरुषार्थैश्च चतुर्भिर्हेतुभिर्वृत्तं शूलेरदशभिरानदम् ऊर्ध्वतो दिग्विदिक्ष्वपि.
Mataji, I'll give it a miss.
Mataji, how do you say the last line? Urdhvado dik vidik swashe.
No, Vidik Shwapi.
Vidik shwapi.
Shwapi, yes.
Vidik shwapi. Urdhvado dik vidik shwapi.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
चतुर आश्रम तत् परितः श्वेताद्वीपाख्यम् अद्भुतं चतुर आश्रम चतुर्मूर्तेस् चतुर्धाम चतुष्कृतं चतुर्भिः पुरुषार्थश्च चतुर्भिर्हेतुभिर्वृतं शूलैर्दाशभिरानन्दम् ऊर्ध्वाधो विदिक्ष्वीपि. हरि बोल.
Thank you. Second part. अष्टभिर्निधिभिर्जुष्टम् अष्टभिः सिद्धिभिस्तथा मनुरूपैश्च दशभिर्दिक्पालैः परितो वृतं श्यामैर्गौरैश्च रक्तैश्च शुक्लैश्च पार्षदर्शभैः शोभितं शक्तिभिस्ताभिरद्भुताभिः समन्ततः
स्तभेनिधिभिर्जुष्टम् अस्तनभिः सिद्धिभिस्तथा मनुरूपे सदा साभे दिक्पाले परितो वृतं स्वामे घोरश्च रक्तैश्च शुक्लैश्च पर्षदर्शभिः शोभितं शक्तिभिस्ताभिरद्भुताभिः समन्ततः
अष्टभिर्निधिभिर्जुष्टम् अष्टभिः सिद्धिभिस्तथा मनोरूपैश्च दशभिर्दिक्पालैः परितो वृतं श्यामैर्गौरैश्च रक्तैश्च शुक्लैश्च पर्षदर्शभैः शोभितं शक्तिभिस्ताभिरद्भुताभिः समन्ततः
अष्टभिर्निधिभिर्जुष्टम् अष्टभिः सिद्धिभिस्तथा मनोरूपैश्च दशाभिर्दिक्पाले परितो वृतं श्यामैर्गुरेश्च रक्तैश्च शुक्लैश्च पर्षदर्शभैः शोभितं शक्तिभिस्तभिरद्भुताभिः समन्ततः.
अष्टभिर्निधिभिर्जुष्टम् अष्टभिः सिद्धिभिस्तथा मनुरूपाश्च दशभिर्दिक्पालैः परितो वृतं श्यामैर्गौरैश्च रक्तैश्च शुक्लैश्च पर्षदर्शभैः शोभितं शक्तिभिस्तभिरद्भुताभिः समन्ततः.
Prabhu, can you read the translation?
Sure, Mata. The surrounding external plane of Golok is described in this verse. There is a mysterious quadrangular place named Svetadvip surrounding the outskirts of Gokul. Svetadvip is divided into four parts on all sides. The abode of Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha are separately located in each of these four parts. These four divided abodes are enveloped by the fourfold human requirements, such as pity, wealth, passion, and liberation, as also by the four Vedas, viz. Rig, Sam, Yajur, and Atharva, which deal with the mantra and which are the basis of achievements of the fourfold mundane requirements. 10 tridents are fixed in the 10 directions, including the zenith and nadir. The 8 directions are decorated with the 8 jewels of Mahapadma, Padma, Shankha, Makara, Kachapa, Mukunda, Kunda, and Nila. There are 10 protectors, Dikpalas, of the 10 directions in the form of mantra. The associates of the hues of blue, yellow, red, and white, and the extraordinary potencies bearing the names of Vimala, etc., shine on all sides. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Prabhu. Text 6. एवं ज्योतिर्मयो देव सदानन्द परात्पर आत्मा रामस्य तस्यास्ति प्रकृत्या न समागमः. Yes.
Evam jyoti mayo deva sat ananda paratpara atmarama sitasyasti prakrtiyana samagamaha.
एवं ज्योतिर्मय सदानंद परत्परा आत्मरामस्य तस्यास्ति प्रकृत्या न समागमः.
एवं ज्योतिर्मयो देवः सद आनंद परात्परः आत्मा आत्मा रामस्य तस्यस्ति प्रकृत्येन समागमः.
Eva Jyoti Mahadeva Sat Ananda Paratapara Atmarmatya Tasyati Prakriya Na Samagaha.
Should I?
Yes, Prabhu.
Evam Jyotirmayo Deva Sat Ananda Paratpara Atma Ramasya Tasyati Prakritya Na Samagamaha.
Jayanti Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Yeah. Lord of Gokul is the transcendental supreme Godhead, the own self of eternal excesses. He is the superior of all superiors and is busily engaged in the enjoyments of the transcendental realm and has no association with his mundane potency.
Thank you. Text 7. Maya Manasya Navi Yogastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Reme Tyakta Kalam Sishrikshaya. Yes.
Maya Rama Manasya Navi Yogastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Reme Tyatva Kalam Sishrikshya.
Maya Manasya Naviyogastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Reme Yaktakalam Shishirkshaya.
Maya Yarama Manasya Naviyogastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Reme Tyakta Kala Shishakrashaya.
I can read the translation.
Yes, the translation.
Maya Ramaya Maya Shnasya Navi Vigo Vidyokastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Ramim Taktrikya Kalam Sishkriyasya.
Maya ya ra mam ma ma asya na vijoyastaya sah atmana ramairemi tyakta kalam sisrikshaya.
Mayararanamannasya naviyogastaya saha atmana ramaya reme tyakta kalam srisaya.
Abu, can you read the translation?
Krishna never consorts with his illusory energy. Still, her connection is not entire, cut off from the absolute truth. When he intends to create the material world, the amorous pastime in which he engages by consorting with his own spiritual potency, Rama, by casting his glance at the deluding energy in the shape of sending his time energy is an auxiliary activity. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Text 8. Niyati Saramadevi Tatpriya Tadvasham Tada Tallingam Bhagavan Shambhur Jyotirupa Sanatanaha Yayoni Sapara Shakti Amubhijam Mahadhare. Yes.
Niyati Sarama Devi Tad Priya Tadvasam Tada Tallingam Bhagavan Sambhu Jyoti Rupa Sanatana Yayoni Sapara Shakti Kama Bijam Mahattare.
Niyati Sarama Devi Tad Priya Tadvasam Tada Tallingam Bhagavan Sambhu Jyoti Rupa Sanatana Yayoni Sapara Sakti Kamo Bijam Mahadhare.
Niyati Saramadevi Tatpriya Tadvasam Tada Tallingam Bhagavan Shambhur Jyoti Rupa Sanatana Yayoni Sapara Shakti Kamo Bijam Mahadhare.
Niyatiha Sarama Devi Tatapriya Tadva Vasham Tada Tadalingam Bhagavan Shambhura Jyoti Rupa Sanatanaha
Sanchi, can you
Yayo.
read? Yes, you read the translation of the word.
Okay, thank you. Yayoni Sapara Shaktihi Kamo Bijam Mahadharehe.
Can I do
Translation.
you do the translation? Can I just do this?
Okay.
Nitya Sarama Devi Tat priya tadvasam tada talalingam bhagavan sambhu jyoti rupa sanatana yayoni sarpa sapara sakti kamo bijam mahadira. Sorry. Okay, carry
That's
on.
okay. That's fine. Translation. The secondary process of association with Maya is described. Rama Devi, the spiritual chit potency, beloved consort of the Supreme Lord, is the regulatrix of all entities. The divine plenary portion of Krishna creates the mundane world. At creation, there appears a divine halo of the nature of his own subjective portion, Swamsa. This halo is divine Shambhu, the masculine symbol or manifested emblem of the Supreme Lord. This halo is the dim twilight reflection of the supreme eternal effulgence. This masculine symbol is the subjective portion of divinity who functions as progenitor of the mundane world, subject to the supreme regulatrix, Niyati. The conceiving potency in regard to mundane creation makes her appearance out of the supreme regulatrix. She is Maya, the limited, non-absolute opera potency, the symbol of mundane feminine productivity. The intercourse of these two brings forth the faculty of perverted cognition, the reflection of the seed of the procreative desire of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, thank you. Text 9. Linga yonyatmika jata ima maheshwari praja.
Lingayoni atmika chata ima maheshwari praja.
Lingayoni jata ima maheshwari praja.
Lingayonyatmika jata ima maheshwari prajaha.
Linga yoni atmani ka jata ima maheshwari prajaha.
लिंगा योनि आत्मिका जता इमा महेश्वरी प्रजाः
Riyansh, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Go on.
All offspring of the consort of the great Lord Maheshwara of the mundane world are of the nature of the embodiment of the mundane masculine and feminine generative organs.
Thank you. Text 10. Shaktiman Purushah Soyam Lingarupi Maheshwara Tasminavira Bhulinge Mahavishnur Jagatpati.
Shaktiman Purusha Soyam Linga Rupi Maheshwara Tasmin Avirbhul Linge Mahavishnu Jagatpati.
Shaktiman Soyam Lingarupi Maheshwara Tasmin Avirubhalinge Mahavishnu Jagatpati.
Shaktiman Purusha Soyam Lingarupi Maheshwaraha Tasmin Avira Bhula Linge Mahavishnur Jagatpatihi.
Shaktiman Purusha Soyam Linge Rupi Maheshwaraha Tasmina Avira Bhule Linge Mahavishnu Jagatpate.
Kamakshvataji, would you like to read the translation?
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Translation: the person embodying the material causal principle verse is the great lord of this mundane world, Maheshwara, Sambhu, in the form of the male generating organ, is joined to his female consort, the limited energy, Maya, as the efficient causal principle. The Lord of the world, Mahavishnu, is manifest in him by his subjective portion in the form of his grace, of his glance, sorry.
Thank you. Text 11. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sahasra Bahur Vishwatma Sahasram Shah Sahasrashu.
Sahasrasirsa Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapat, Sahasrabahu Vishwatma, Sahasramasa, Sahasrasu.
Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapa Sahasra Bahur Vishwatma Sahasramsha Sahasrashu.
Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshah Sahasrapat Sahasrabahur Vishwatma Sahasrama Sahasrasuhu.
Sahasrasirsa Purusaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapa Sahasrabahur Visvatma Sahasram Sahasrasuh.
Sahasrasisha Purusha Sahasraskasha Sahasrapat Sahasra Bahur Visvatma Sahasrama Sahasrasu.
Sahasra Shirsha Purusa Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sahasrabahur Visvatma Sahasranamsha Sahasrasu.
Who can you read the translation?
Sure. The Lord of the mundane world, Mahavishnu, possesses thousands of heads, eyes, hands. He is the source of thousands of avatars in his thousands of subjective portions. He is the creator of thousands of individual souls.
Thank you. Text 12. Narayana sa Bhagavan Apastasmat Sanatanat Avirasit Karanarano Nidhi Sankarshanatmaka Yoga Nidram Gatastasmi Sahasram Shah Swayam Mahan.
Narayana Sabhagavan Apastasmat Sanatanat Avirasit Karanarno Nidhi Sankarshanatmaka Yoga Nindam Gatastasmin Sahasram Saswayam Mahan.
Narayana Bhagavan Apastasmat Sanatalat Avirasit Karanarno Nidhi Sankarshanatmaka Yoga Nidrangatastasmin Sahasramsha Swayam Mahan.
Narayana sa Bhagavan Apastasmat Sanatanat Avirasita Karanakarno Nidhi Shankara Sanatamakaha Yoga Nidram Gatastasmin Sahasramashaha Swayam Mahan.
Narayana sa Bhagavan Apastasmat Sanatanatat Avirasit Karanarno Nidhiha Sankar Makha Yoga Nindram Gatasa Tasmin Sahar Mahas Swayam Mahan.
Narayana sa Bhagavan Apastasmad Sanatana Avirasit Karanarno Nidhi Sankarsanatmakaha Yoga Nidram Gatas Tasmin Sahasram Sah Swayam Mahan.
May I? Narayana sa Bhagavan Apatasmat Sanatanat Avirashit Kara Narno Nidhi Shankarshanat Natamakaha Yoga Nidram Gatastasmin Sahasra Ramsa Swayam Mahan.
Thank you, Guru. Puja Mataji, would you like to read the translation?
Hare Krishna Mataji. The same Mahavishnu is spoken of by the name of Narayan in this mundane world. From that eternal person has sprung the vast expanse of water of the spiritual ocean. The subjective portion of Shankarashan, who abides in Paravyam, the above Supreme Purush, with thousands of subjective portions, reposes in the state of the divine sleep, Yoga Nidra, in the waters of the spiritual causal ocean. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Text 13. Tad Roma Bila Jaleshu Bijam Shankarshanasya Haimanyandani Jatani Mahabhuta Vritani Tu Tadroma Bila Jaleshu Bijam Shankarshanasya Cha Haimanyandani Jatani Mahabhuta Vritani Tu. Yes?
Tatroma bila jalesu bijam sankar sanasya cha hemanyandani jatani mahabhuta ritani tu.
Brahma jalesu bijam sankarshanasya cha haimani andani jatani mahabhuta vritani tu.
Tadaroma bila jaleshu bijam shankar shanasya cha hemanya andani jatani mahabhuta vrutani tu.
Tadroma Bila Jelasu Bijam Sankarsanakshacha Hemani Adani Jitani Mahabhuktar Tani Tu.
Tat Roma Bila Jalyesu Bijam Shankarshanasya Cha Haimani Andani Jatani Mahabhuta Vritani Tu.
Translation. The spiritual seeds of Sankarshan existing in the pores of skin of Mahavishnu are born as so many golden sperms. These sperms are covered with 5 great elements. So I just move to the purport. So the purport is the prime divine avatar lying in the spiritual causal ocean is such a great affair that in the pores of the divine form spring up myriads of seeds of the universes. Those series of universes are the perverted reflections of the infinite transcendental region. As long as they remain embedded in his divine form, they embody the principle of spiritual reflection having the form of golden eggs. Nevertheless, the creative desire of Mahavishnu, the minute particles of the great elements, which are constituents of the mundane, efficient, and material causal principles, envelope them. When those golden sperms coming out with the exhalation of Mahavishnu enter into the unlimited accommodating chamber of the limited impotency Maya, they become enlarged by the non-conglomerate great elements. Quite technical description of creation. Anyone would like to comment on this?
Mataji, there's a lot to digest.
Oh yes, very technical.
Very
Yes, very,
technical.
it
You
is.
read one line and you forget the other.
Yeah.
It's exactly, Mataji. Quite technical and complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Such a divine avatar is a great affair that from the pores of the prime divine avatar, seeds that develop are the seeds of the universes. But they are the perverted reflections of the infinite transcendental region. Perverted images, okay. In this divine form. I don't understand. As long as they remain embedded in the divine form, they embody the principle of, I think as long as they are remaining in the with the Mahavishnu or in the causal ocean, then they are in the spiritual reflection rather than the material reflection. And by the creative desire of Mahavishnu, these minute particles of the great elements which constituents of the mundane, efficient, and material causal principles envelop them. I think once they come out, then the mundane, efficient, and causal principles envelop them. Envelop
That
these
is
golden
Maya.
swans. Maya. Yeah.
Yes.
Material elements.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think basically what's this trying to say is that as long as you within Mahavishnu, you're safe.
Yes.
You're not and you don't have Maya interfering with you. As soon as you come out, that is when you're in trouble, really, because you have to go through the cycle again with the material modes and everything. Great.
Okay. So thank you.
Thank you, Karuna,
Krishna.
for that. Okay, anyone else? Any comments or any questions?
Question, we'll leave it for Prabhu Nabindu.
Yeah.
He
I'm
had a
sure
lot.
you can answer as well.
No.
Okay, thank you.
We
So,
have enjoyed
Brahma
doing
Samhita.
this session, Mataji. Thank
Sorry?
you. We have enjoyed doing this session of Brahma Samhita.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah, it was
Karuna
good to go
Mataji.
through them all again.
Yes,
Uh,
thank you. Hare
Karuna
Krishna.
Mataji, Karuna Mataji, when you are singing, and when I hear it, I feel, oh my God, it's so easy. But when I come to it,
Mhm.
I fall apart. And it's very good session. Thank you very much for your help.
As I've been telling you, you have to try to break the words.
Yeah.
The third row. So you break it with one vowel and two consonants, then you get the syllable that you have to pronounce. So this is third, then ro, then ma, b, la. So if you are able to break it, maybe at first you should go slowly, break it, try to get your syllables, and then when you get used to it, then it will come quite easy. But
Mm.
at first, maybe you should go slowly. That ro, ma, bi, la, ja, le, shu. That's what I have been doing with my Mataji since I was maybe 5 or 6, learning Hindi. So learning Hindi, pronouncing the words, it's just like any learning any lab of languages. We have to know the syllables, how you pronounce them.
Mm.
So that slowly you can have it, can try and keep trying, and it will come.
Yeah, I think, yes, you make it very understandably easy, but I think then my nervousness plays a part. So when I come to it, I just fall apart and I feel, oh, she's pronounced
Uh,
like that and I can't do it. Yeah,
go
very
slowly,
serious.
Mataji. Try to do it
Yeah.
slowly, and it will go. It will come, I'm sure.
See, now I can just read it. Tat Roma Bila Jalesu
Yeah.
Bijam Sankar Sana
Yeah.
Satyacha
Mm.
Haimani Anadana Dani Chatani
Yes.
Mahabhota Vratani too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do it and be patient. I think I'm not very patient with myself. That's my problem. Thank you, Haribol.
Thank you.
Hey, the Brahma Samhita.
Okay.
Jai.
Yay.
Thank you, Karuna.